My coworker actually gave birth a little bit before me, and we were talking about just how we were going to go on working because we didn't have no one to help us with, watching our kids while we were at work. A lot of my friends use different daycares in DC, so I heard different stories. So my main thing was I wasn't going to go back to work because I'm like, I'm not putting them in daycare with the stories that I heard. Finding this Educare, and I had told someone over the phone that I first spoke to, and I'm like, this is different.
So the structure of Educare is very unique and interesting, as most early childhood centers do not operate in this way, and that we have comprehensive services on site. We have family engagement. We also have health and nutrition here. So when I say multifaceted, I mean that families can really get help with every aspect of their life here, not just the educational piece for their child.
Educare has it all here. You have comprehensive health services, you have family engagement, you have all of these different departments that families are able to come and get all of these services under one roof at one time, right? You can literally walk through the hallway and get all of the services that you and your family need. So that meant a lot to me, to understand that every single family that we brought into the building was going to receive family engagement, right? It's not something that we just do sometimes. It's built into our program. It's a part of our everyday workings of our program. It's a part of what makes Educare DC.
Because I know in Head Start, a child's health is very important, and it's also a mandate from our licensing that every child should have like an up-to-date well baby check and immunization before they can join the program. Educare have grown because we know that there's a need for it. Educare is a Head Start in steroids, I can say that, because we are really giving the most service and accommodation to both children and family. And I'm just so proud of that.
One thing that excited me the most is I love kids. I've always loved them and working with them. I think the mission of Educare is really admirable, and I love to be a part of that. I think reaching out to people in a multifaceted organization is really great because they not only help the children, but they're helping their families, they're helping you save for college.
Literally would start my day out at the front of the building, looking at all the kids, the families, the parents, greeting them as they come into the building, just saying hello, taking that extra time out of your day, as all of us as the family engagement team do, in order to greet our families as they come into the building. And that's where our bond begins to start with the families, and where they understand you and know who you are. Just building our community and expanding it as much as we can.
The main thing that really stuck out to me is when I first brought him, like the first week, like the third day, the person at the front on the side that greets you, remember his name. Oh, and I was like, Chaz Miles, and they was like, I already called for him. I'm like, wow. So, just small things like that really stand out. It's always someone there. And just like greeting the kids, I think that just helped them brighten the day. And just, let them know, have a good day, we'll see you tomorrow. Always just, make them feel good too. So I think that's just like a core part of, the kids' day.
So for me, a typical day, especially wearing masks, is I know ASL. So right now in the infant room, I use a lot of American Sign Language with them every single day. And this is just because they can't see us talking, and even though like nonverbal expression is really important, and they still smile at us if we're smiling, even through the mask, but it's really important to like promote literacy and just language using other tools, especially when they're nonverbal. So you guys will be surprised if you walk in and a baby is 7 months asking me for something with their hands, and it really does happen.
Prenatal program is kind of different from others. I always say that because this is not only services to mom while they're pregnant, after they're pregnant, but all the way to childcare. Where can you find that? When they come, those participants that we have right now, we give them a different kind of approach. Not very judgmental in a way, but just tell us what you need. That weekly kind of like meeting between our perinatal coordinators and them make them very appreciative of what Educare is doing. It's like, as I quote one of the pregnant moms participant, it's like a second family for them. Yeah, because you know, they have somebody to talk to, ask questions, relevant health questions that, you know, they just don't hear from other peers, but these are coming from, like, you know, reliable sources and resource.
You know, we are having a really good success rate with our families. You know, we're really, Educare DC invests a lot into our families. And that's what really brought me here, you know, and really made me understand once I got here that this was a place that I wanted to be.
I would more say come to Educare because there's no other place that's going to be multifaceted and successful for you and your family like here.
Like, I don't know how you know, how I was so lucky to find Educare, but I'm like, I'm blessed.